What up, folks? It's your boy Dino, aka your Solid Five,
And Nikki T, Bay Area Creeping It Real, and
and
we
we
are
are
the
the
Boo
Boo Crew.
Crew.
I'm so scared. Ooh.
Whoa.
So we are doing an impromptu of weapons we just saw in theaters.
Spoiler alerts for anyone who hasn't
Lots,
seen this movie.
lots of spoiler alerts. Full of spoils here.
So
We some bad milk over here.
let's start out with Weapons, directed and written by Zach Krager, who is known for making such things as a Barbarian, The Whitest Kids You Know, Sasquatch, and he's also acted in certain things like Mars, Barbarian, Debbie, Friends of Law, Just Rolled It, a whole bunch of random stuff, dude.
Also co-produced by Josh Brolin too.
Ah,
He's like one of the producers.
is he?
Yeah, and he also stars in it too, which
I
is
didn't
pretty
know he
cool.
co-produced that.
Yeah, it says on the credit.
Oh, okay, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. I was
Spoiler
actually
alert!
pleasantly surprised.
Spoiler alert! Josh Brolin's in this.
Yeah, right. Yeah. There's a lot of cool, like, just the characters are great. I don't know. We'll get through it though.
Yeah, so we'll jump into it basically in chapters because that's the way the movie is pretty much laid out in chapters.
Also, the premise of the film is a small town, an entire classroom goes missing overnight. They all leave their house at what, 2:17? Something like
217
that.
exactly.
Yeah. They all leave at the same time and they all run out of the front doors looking like Naruto with their arms sticking out and like
Yep,
running behind them.
straight up Naruto run.
Pretty funny. So the everybody is blaming the teacher, and that's kind of the premise of this film. And you can,
Yeah,
it goes. So each chapter is a different point of view from, townsfolk basically.
yeah.
So chapter one, we go with Justine. She is the teacher of that classroom. What grade is it? Is it like fourth grade or something like that? It seems like it's pretty young.
They're like 8, 10 years old.
They're all really young.
So
Um,
is that fourth grade? Fuck, I don't remember. I don't
I
know.
I don't know, man. Like this is so long. Maybe third. Yeah, it's
Let's see.
pretty young.
What's middle school? Sixth grade?
Yeah.
And so middle school.
It's like 11, right?
So that's probably like third or fourth grade. Yeah.
Yeah, so they're either like 8 or 9 or something like that.
Because freshman year of high school, I was 14. So take 4 years off that. What the hell you get?
11, yeah.
Okay.
Oh no, 10. Sorry, like they're like 9 or 10.
Okay. Yeah.
Probably varies because of birthdays and stuff.
Yeah. So basically, it's just a whole bunch of 10-year-olds.
They all run out of the house. They're all sick of the parents' shit.
Yeah.
At 2:17 in the morning, they just woke up pissed.
Yeah. Pretty cool stuff though. So we start off with Justine, and she's a brand new teacher transfer from another school,
Hmm.
and like it starts off where all of her students are gone except for one kid, and we find out that kid is Alex.
Alex, yeah. Um, so she walks in. He's just sitting there. Everyone's gone, and then they go to like the town meeting, right? It's like they're not the town meeting, the class or the school meeting.
Yeah, it ends up going that was big school meeting because they're talking about reopening because they closed down the school for a bit, and then they talk about
Like 30
reopening
days,
the
I think.
school.
It was like
Yeah.
3 months or something like that. It was like a long time.
Yeah, and then they had to talk. Then they talk about that they're going to reopen the school, so they have this big like homecoming school opening meeting with all the parents and the principal, and of course Justine is there.
Yeah, so everybody's pissed. They're all blaming her because she spends times with the kids all year long, or whatever months they're
Yeah,
there
the
for.
most. Well, yeah, she spends time with the kids the most because she's in the classroom with them.
And then we find out also that like she had given rides to Alex at some point because we find out like he was left at school a couple times.
Yeah, it was
And
either Alex because the principal says he either gave him a ride or he gave a kid or she gave a kid a ride. Either way, what she did was like inappropriate as being a teacher.
yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Alex because like she kind of gravitated towards him like the whole movie.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I could be wrong though, but whatever.
She mainly gravitated towards him. If you look at it,
Yeah, she was like a weird obsession with him.
yeah.
Well, although no, it's also because he's bullied too a lot of times, and she saw it.
Yeah, she saw it. Yeah.
Uh,
So they're in the town hall, and then what happens? All the parents get pissed, and there's one particular parent that you just don't know who it is yet because it just shows the back of his head. But that fool is livid off his ass, dude.
hmm
Just yell calling her out completely.
You know what's funny too about that is like we find out who's obviously we find out who he is later, but also we find out who his kid is also at the and
Yeah,
later. And I was like, oh, it makes sense now.
yeah, it does. It completely does. You see why?
Yeah, yeah. I was like, they're both assholes. Um,
So, so Justine, obviously gets upset, and what's the first thing that she does
Here's
when
at
you
the
get?
liquor store.
That's right.
She
The,
runs
the,
over there,
the go-to problem right there.
fucking bolts it, dude. She speed walks there like hella quick.
I know that's a first. She does, dude. She
Yeah.
fucking as soon as she like the principal's like, I think you need to go home and just wait this out, and she's
Yeah.
straight to the fucking liquor store.
Fucking bolts in there, gets 2 bottles of
Vodka.
vodka. Yeah. Is that when she gets that weird call?
Yeah, that's when she gets the
Yeah,
call.
she gets that prank call like you're a bitch or something like that.
Yeah,
Or it's
something
your
like that.
fault or some shit like that. Yeah.
Yeah, it says like the call's like, you better watch your back tonight, or this and this and that, and then she hangs up. Fucking. Now now she's at home.
She's all paranoid and shit. She's waiting for people to walk by and stuff because they all know where she lives.
Yeah,
Small town.
I would be too. Well, you got a town full of parents, a handful of parents blaming you for your kids missing.
Like 30
You
kids, yeah.
know, that's like 30 parents right there. That's like a good sized angry mob to fucking fuck you up.
Yep.
So yeah, I'll be fucking probably drinking and scared too if I was her. So I don't blame her.
She runs in, locks the door. I'm a little fuzzy on this because we saw this, what, like 3 nights ago or something like that? 2 days
Yeah,
ago?
she walks in, she ends up locking the door, and then she ends up getting does she get a call first and then a knock on the door?
I think, yeah, call it first and then the banging on the door.
She gets the banging on the door and she looks out the peephole. She sees no one there, and she's walking off and boom, 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 banging again.
And then she opens the door, but no one's there, right?
Yeah, nobody's there, and that's when she walks into the street.
Which is so dumb.
Well, fuck it, yeah, I guess, but I mean, like at that point, you're just like you don't know what to feel. I guess at that point, but
Yeah.
don't remember she grabs the mace though, so I guess she was prepared.
Oh, that's okay. That's good. Yeah, I forgot. I was just thinking. I'm like, she should have grabbed them, but now that you said that, I'm like, okay. At least she
Yeah,
has something to
because
defend herself.
the cat of mace could definitely defend off 30 people in the mob.
Oh, at least one person. Yeah.
Yeah, one good person. We see that work. We see that work in the next movie that we're about to hit. But
Yes.
yeah, she walks out. She walks on the street and then fucking looks around, sees nobody out there, and she glances out of her car. And what happens to be on that thing?
Witch.
That's right, in
It
red
says
paint.
witch. Yep.
That's
So it's kind of
obvious.
like it's kind of an ominous feeling of like what this movie's about.
Yeah, yeah. That's when you kind of get your first signs of what the movie is. Yeah,
And
which
well,
is
there's
pretty
also
cool.
like, yeah, it was pretty freaking sweet. But also like, there's like you said when we were talking off screen, there was like little signs you saw like on the second time you watched it. You're like, oh, that makes sense now. You know?
Yeah, it was just little things missing and stuff like that. I was like, okay, well, yeah, it's like shit you just overlook the first time because you
You
don't
just
know what's
don't see
gonna
it.
happen. Yeah,
Right, right.
but it's cool that it's all there.
It's all there. Yeah. So what happens next? She goes to the police station.
She goes to the bar.
Or
Oh
was
yeah, no, yeah. She ends up no, she ends up going to school. She files a complaint to the cop, and then that's when we find out that she happens to be waving at another police officer gentleman.
hmm
Come to soon find out who will be Paul.
She smelled some different bacon coming up.
Yeah. She smells that coffee and donuts across the way.
She was talking to turkey bacon, but she smelled applewood. So
That's right.
she's like, that's the good stuff right there.
Some Applewood bacon coffee donut right there, baby.
Walking by.
Yeah.
Uh,
So this plot gets a little thicker.
oh yeah, there's some juicy stuff happening in this movie. Then is that when the bar scene's next?
Yeah, now that she's at the bar.
And then that's when we meet Paul, right?
Yeah, that's when he finally introduced himself as Paulie. Well, he comes stumbling into the bar, which you find out that she ended up texting him.
Yeah.
And then now he shows up, and of course,
Actually, wait, did she text him or did he text her?
she texted him
Oh, okay, and then he responded. Okay.
because it shows it later, but it also says like she also says that she texted him or something. But yeah, she texted him, and then he pops up at the bar. That's when she's over there sobbing and drinking and just fucking Justine's language in this. I fucking love it because her words are just like off the hook. She's like saying shit like, I don't know what the shit fuck you talking about. She's just the way she says shit is just so funny.
She's just drunk.
Yeah, just fucking just belligerent. But
Then also we find out he's in sobriety right now.
yeah. He's in
So he's like, I
recovery.
want a Coke.
Yeah,
She's like,
recovering
you
alcoholic.
pussy. Yeah. She's like, come on, just one drink. He's like, nope, can't do that.
He's on duty.
He's on duty to get that booty, tell you that.
Yeah. So she ends up just flirting with him like crazy, and then eventually convinces him to fucking drink. Of course, it's always fucking a woman, dude. A woman will always get you to fucking relapse. I tell you that much,
Uh-huh.
man. The same old story with every single fucking recovering alcoholic. But
It's always a chick.
it's true. It's fucking true, dude. Trust me, I have experience. I should know these things. But yeah, so she ends up getting him to get fucking drunk and fucking takes him home that night, which is fucking hilarious. Because how does she wake him up? What song does she play?
Oh, dude, I don't remember.
It's that fucking song. It's like fucking like gotta wake up, gotta get up, gotta get going, some shit like that.
Yeah, it's some like happy go lucky shit, like or whatever.
It's
Not obnoxious.
yeah, but it's funny. It's cute. Fucking
And he
so
woke
yeah,
up like, oh fuck.
yeah. Fucking don't know what the hell's going on at this point. What the fuck did I do? Which, by the way, oh yeah, before he does that, she ends up. I guess fucking he has a wife, and fucking he tells her that oh we're not seeing each other. The classical we're not seeing each other trick
Dirty dog.
works every time.
Dirty dog.
So
Um,
after that, she drops him off.
right. And then he's like freaking out still. Well, he's like, hey, he's like also still like recovering, and he's like, oh fuck, I'm still kind of fucked up.
He's hungover, yeah.
Yeah, hella hungover. Then he goes home, or does he go to the police station? I forget.
He goes home.
He goes home first. Okay.
Yeah. He walks home, and that's where he sees the purse, right?
Yeah. Do they fight right away, or is that
No. So
that's
he
later
sees
on,
the
right?
purse. Yeah, it's later on. You be talking about
Okay.
the chick and the chick,
No, I was saying she
or
gets pissed
Paul
at
and
him,
her?
right? Paul
Yeah,
and the wife,
yeah. Well, she questions him like, "Where the hell you're at?" And obviously, he's fucking hungover, and he's fucking
and
smells like fucking vagina, and he's like,
it's
he, and he's at a loss for words, and so she's fucking like, "You motherfucker."
he smells
And
like sweet, nerdy poon.
yeah, and then he's back at the police station, or does it cut to the next chapter?
I think it cuts to the next chapter. I'm pretty sure, but again, it's kind of foggy. No,
No,
it keeps
no,
going. It keeps going.
does it?
Wait,
No, you. I think it cuts to the next chapter.
yeah. So back to Archer, right?
And then now we get introduced to Mr. Josh Borland as Archer, which starts out that he's sleeping in his son's bed. Yeah.
I thought he was in his truck first.
No, he's in
Um.
his son's
Oh,
bed.
okay. Yeah,
He's
he's
in
like, because he's all like distraught about it. Yeah.
yeah, he's missing his kid. So yeah, we start off with him, heartbroken that his son happens to be one of the kids that ran off into the woods. And he's having his moments in the movie, and obviously his wife is going to work still,
Yeah.
and he's kind of just like he's kind of just fucking like really distraught over the whole thing.
Yeah.
But I like Josh Brolin. I think he's a fucking great actor.
Oh yeah.
So I loved him in this. Seeing him in this. I didn't know he was gonna be in here. in this movie until he popped up. But
Pleasant surprise.
yeah. So basically, what his story is just like, he's just trying to keep his life together, and at the same time, like trying to figure out what's going on with his what happened to his kid and
Yeah.
all the other kids. To be honest,
He keeps watching the video like over and over again, right?
yeah, of his son running off because because some of the houses had cameras and they caught the children running off. So he's the one that's been like probably doing more police work than the police.
Yeah. And he gets hella smart about it though, because he notices that like they're all running in a certain direction.
He's like
And,
the only fucking smart parent in this. It really is.
but you would think though, like for like as long as it's been, do you think like the FBI would be involved or something? Because like
yeah,
right? Because like that's a huge like that's like 30 kids missing or
it's a
20
huge
some
thing.
whatever. Like
And this,
that's not just like one or two kids. That's like a whole fucking block, or
yeah,
whatever.
you would think with that size, like the FBI would be involved, not just the town police trying to crack the case.
It
Like
would
oh
be
we
like
got
a national. It would be like a national thing. There would be like fucking like everybody everywhere.
yeah. The town police is like, no, we got it. Don't worry about it. We got it. We have
Yeah,
anything. We have everything under control.
they're
And
all.
they
We don't want your kind around here, boy.
yeah, they don't know shit. So like was like so he's like watching the tape and then I think I'm having to get this mixed up, but he goes into a police station, right? And then he's talking to the sheriff.
Yeah, he does a couple of things. He does that. Then he also talks to another parent because he wants to see their videotape also.
Yeah, I think that's after he talks to the sheriff.
Okay, so he talks to the sheriff first, and they're just
Yeah,
like, "Well, we got to handle it, or whatever."
yeah,
He's like,
yeah,
"Well, it doesn't seem like it."
yeah. He's like I haven't heard anything back from the police dogs. What happened to? He's all that's because the police dogs don't answer to you. He's all fucking,
Right.
which is true. He's just a civilian. But
Yeah.
that's when he realizes that the cops ain't gonna do their fucking job. Oh yeah, and by the way, he's just so pissed off at Justine. Justine is the real blame for everything right now.
He
Because he's
fucking
like,
hates her.
yeah, because he's like, what about Justine? Did you question her and all this other shit? And the cop's like, she had nothing to do with it, dude. Sorry.
Well, but he also reveals that like, did you know she got transferred for like inappropriate behavior, like from
Yeah,
her last school? And
and she had like 2 DUIs or something.
yeah, so she's like not a good person.
Yeah, yeah. In his words, she's troubled. She's
Yeah,
a
troubled.
troubled citizen, which is fucked up. Just fucking, but hey, but it's also like that's like completely realistic too, because that's how people will actually judge people
Yeah,
for mistakes like that. Like all of a sudden, like you're a troubled individual. Hey, you fucked up.
but you know what? There's certain things that like even I have a hard time getting past.
Yeah,
Like DUIs are one of them because I've had family that have been hit and run and killed.
yeah,
By DUI, incidents.
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah,
there's like certain things that like even I'm like it's really hard for me to get past. Those
yeah,
kind of things. So I understand like why he's like saying those things out of hatred.
yeah. So he ends up getting upset with the sheriff and taking off, and then that's when we figure out that he works in construction
Yeah, he
because
has his own business, right?
yeah, that's what it looks like. Yeah, he owns his own business. He's like the foreman or something,
Yeah,
and they're trying to get this house done, and he's just botching it completely. Dude. He's buying the wrong paint. He's making the wrong orders. He's just like all over the place right now. You
fucking
know,
things up. Yeah,
you can't blame him.
yeah, he's stressed, man. He's going through a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Like the door's red. It's supposed to be green. He's like, oh fuck.
Yeah, which ends up with the doors red. He bought the wrong paint. He ends up buying red paint, goes in the back of his truck. Now, oh, that's not till the end of his chapter. Now we get to now he's at school.
Was that what he visits? Or wait, what
But,
happened? So I'm out of all the places.
so now now it goes back to the person in Justine's story who was talking with the back of the head, yelling at Justine, ends up turning out to be Josh Borland, Archer, talking at the school about Justine and questioning her. That's when, and then he's the one who starts the angry mob to chase her out of school.
Okay. Yeah, yeah, and then she.
Because every character ties back into a character somehow.
Right. I
And
love how she's escorted out like if she's a beetle.
yeah, Secret
She's got
Service.
security and shit. Yeah,
Yeah, it's like about to get assassinated by a whole bunch of parents.
for good reason.
So that's when we find out that Josh Borland ends up starting the whole fucking riot at the school, basically about
Sure. Yeah.
Justine, and they chase her out, and then we see Josh Borland jump in his truck and follow her back home.
Oh, he's like spying on her, right?
Yeah, yeah. He's like spying her outside the house, but like before it cuts out of his story, it does a zoom in on the red paint. So Josh Borland is the one who painted her truck witch.
Oh, okay. See, I didn't put that two together.
Did you get that part? You didn't get the part?
No, I didn't get that part.
Yeah, because you know how where like he's sitting in the truck looking at her house, and then all of a sudden it just goes to the back of the truck and it just focuses on the can of
Yeah,
red paint.
but I just didn't like put two together.
Yeah, yeah. So he's I didn't get it the first time until I saw it the second time. So 'cause I had to miss it or something. But fucking he's the one that fucking painted witch on her car.
Right.
Boom, done.
What a dick.
Yeah. Now we go on to Mr. Paul.
Paul the cop. So now this time it's his perspective of the events leading up to the bar and all that stuff.
Yep, yep, yep.
Just another police day, right? Isn't he at the office for some shit?
What does he fucking do? Look it up.
He talks to the boss, which is like his wife's like dad or something like that, or
Yeah,
forget,
Paul.
it's a bunch of shit.
It starts off with a lot of talking in the police station. Basically, he's doing cop shit. He's in the police station and there,
Yeah,
he's talking to it. You find out that his wife's dad is the chief of police,
right.
basically, and that's like the main fucking thing with him is like, you know, obviously he got that job because he's dating that his wife's the fucking
Hmm.
chief of police's daughter.
He's nice and cozy.
Yeah. So I forgot the beginning of his. I just know like the last half of his, and I don't know.
He
I
walks
just
out, and then it's when he sees Justine, and he like waves
yeah.
at her, right? And,
We'll just start. Yeah, that's where I remember it from. Is that he ends up walking out of the police station. He sees Justine across the street that waves at him. Who Justine at the time is reporting the witch on her car.
right.
And then that's when Paul looks at his phone and he gets a text message and it's from shit. Is it? And I know there's a part where he gets a text, he looks at the phone, and it's from Justine and says, "Hey."
Right.
And then that's when he leads in boop to the bar, but from his point of view.
Right.
Which basically, is the same thing that you've seen from Justine, just from another angle, and a bit, more hardcore sex scene than the fucking first one was.
Bounce to the wow wow.
Yeah, and then
Your boy was clapping cheeks.
yeah, he was tapping that, and then like through this whole montage, it kind of goes quick because we all know what happens from Justine's story, so it moves fast. It goes like
Yeah.
sex, he gets dropped off, he goes home, and then he's back at work, and then
Well, he
that's
goes home. He sees the bag, and they start arguing because isn't that wasn't that when they start arguing? Is that scene?
yeah,
And
it'd be,
like
if I had to
she
be.
gets so pissed, yeah. And then that's when he like bounces, and then he's like pissed that he's like driving around. He's pissed. That's when he sees the tweaker, right? The junkie.
Yeah, yeah.
That,
Oh
that's when
fuck
we get
it. Before all
bam.
this shit too, fucking my bad. In Justine's story, there is a scene where she's in a liquor store again, and then and then the lady who happens to be Paul's wife that you don't know yet ends
Oh
up
right.
coming behind her and jogging her on the floor and dumping vodka over here, screaming that you fucked her. I forgot all
You
about that.
whore, and yeah, I forgot. Yeah,
Yeah. And then now we understand why, because we see the whole fucking they had sex shit, they were together and blah
he's a
blah.
homewrecker.
Yeah, and then we see the argument, and that's when she takes off, and then we know what's gonna happen after that. And then it goes to his police call. Oh, he's driving, and he fucking sees the junkie James trying to break into the building.
Right. So there's that whole chase scene. Um, Catches him like behind some buildings, but then as he's like searching for him through him, like his clothes and whatever, or is it his bag? I forgot.
It's,
One of the things.
his pants pocket.
Okay, and then he gets stuck by the needle.
Yeah, which like was fucking insane.
Yeah.
I just think that's so fucking scary, dude. You know, because
Oh
like
well, yeah. You saw the fear in his eyes. He was like, "Fuck, fuck, fuck, fuck." Like exactly what I would, how I would feel
that's some
too.
scary shit. Because he even says like he's like, "Do you have anything sharp in your pockets? Are you sure you don't have anything sharp in your pockets? Do you have anything?" And he's like, "No, no, no, man, no." And fucking and then boom, fucking the syringe to the fucking finger.
Dude, I laughed so hard when he punched him in the head.
Oh my god, yeah, he cold clocked the crap out.
Yeah,
I like it was funny. I would have done the same shit, dude. I
yeah.
would
Well,
knock it out.
because he had to apprehend him too, because he had to like go through their first aid and all that shit.
Yeah, well,
Like, so,
he lied to his ass and fucking got his ass poked up. You know, so
yeah.
yeah, he panicked. He did a panic hit. He did the
I mean,
desperation hit.
well, because he would have ran away if he didn't like subdue him.
Yeah,
Um, so I mean, yeah, he could have got hepatitis, he could have got AIDS or HIV. There could have been a number of things. Could have been fucking what do you call it? What's fentanyl? It could have been like
could have fucked
anything.
his whole life up,
Yeah, easily,
which
in
it
one
did,
second.
just fucking did basically.
So
And
knock
then
him out, wakes
yeah,
him up to be like, hey, like I'm gonna let you go, but if I fucking see you again, like this is it.
yeah, because it was all caught on his fucking dash cam.
Yeah, which is hilarious. He's like freaking out. He's like unplugging shit. He's like, oh fuck,
He's unplugging hell shit. Yeah,
yeah.
he's like, hey, wake up, dude. He's like, wake up. He's all, what, the way I see it, that is like, I did you wrong, you did me wrong. Fucking,
Yeah.
typical cop shit. I'm gonna let you out here with a warning, right? Don't come back to the police station ever again, or there's gonna be
Oh,
trouble.
yeah, he's
And the
uh,
fucking and James, the fucking junkie, was like, "What, dude? You fucking hit me, man!" He's all fucking like out of it. He don't know what the hell's happening, dude.
so yeah, he got clocked hard, dude. I mean, yeah, he
Knocked
was bad.
knocked him the fuck out. Dude. You see the fucking big ass bruise on his cheek, dude?
Yeah, he's all fucked up.
Like a big shiner.
Oh, that was so good. Yeah, lets him off the hook. Is that the end of the scene? Like
No,
pretty much after that?
he goes back to the police station. That's when
Oh,
he
and then
tells
he talks to his father-in-law, right?
the chief of police. Yeah,
Yeah,
and
he's
he's
like he's like basically like it's on cam, dude. Like I fucked up. But then the chief is like, well, in 30 days it should be wiped clean. So if you
yeah,
can, if it doesn't pop up, you should be good. But
yeah, yeah,
don't fuck up in the meantime.
yeah.
He
That's
got
when
lucky.
he ends up walking back outside to his cop car and fucking guess who he sees walking right up to the fucking police station? Fucking James. And then
But
fucking
we know why though. We know it's for good reason, not for like
that's what
not.
when I first saw it, like when I saw him walk up, I said he knows something. I said because fucking like he fucking knows something, and he fucking ended up didn't know something, but I knew he knew something because he's not I just knew for some reason that he was not there for that cop. He knew some other shit, and you find out
Yeah.
he does know something, but he sees James walk up and he just fucking loses it. He's like I told you not to come back here. Now you can see what happens. And he jumps in his car and he's speeding off on James. He's unlocking his shotgun and he's just full in rage mode. And then bam, blackout. Next person.
And that's the James point of view, right?
Yeah, no, yeah, and now we're at James' point of view, and that's when
He wakes up in the tent.
yeah. He's in the tent, shoot, trying to shoot up and fucking hit the fucking glass pipe and shit. You know what? Watching James for me it was really intense because like he did a great job at fucking playing the fucking junkie. I thought.
Yeah, yeah,
I thought he did a fucking fantastic job at playing the junkie. With the fucking the whole reactions and actions and the tent kicking over and freaking out and when talking on the phone and tripping balls and just out of it, he did a good part.
oh yeah.
Which I read something that fuck I forgot what article it is, but the guy who played James is gonna play. Oh, he's gonna play the new Resident Evil movie.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Good for
Because
him.
I guess they're making. I guess the guy who made Weapons is making Resident Evil.
Oh hell yeah, dude. That's. I hope it's gonna be good.
Like this, if it was good as this, then it should be fine. I mean,
Yeah.
to be honest, any other Resident Evil that will come out will be better than what we have now. That's I'm not joking. That's fucking the real
Yeah.
truth. That's the raw dog truth. But
Well, we got ripped off from not getting the George Romero Resident Evil, so
I
you know,
know it's time for redemption.
yeah.
So that's when yeah, so he's at the tent, and he's all the drugs, and he's just fucking losing his mind,
Mm.
and that's where we see him start walking on the street, opening up car doors.
Is he like talking
Which,
to his brother or something like that, or
yeah, that's what it sounds like. He's talking to some family member.
yeah? He's checking all the doors as he's walking by. He's like, yeah, man, I just got a job, like blah blah blah, like
I know.
I just need some money, like to get on my feet, blah blah. He's like checking every single door.
Yeah. And then the one he finds is fucking. It's like some typical crackhead shit. It's a
Yeah.
kid's backpack that he fucking ends up taking.
It's got like a little tablet or something like that, like a kid's
Yeah,
tablet.
and he's like walking down the street with his kid's bag, just like ripping it apart. Just like,
Yeah, but he did such a great job.
and then he's like standing in front of the pawn shop, listening to the fucking thing.
Waiting for it to open, right?
Yeah, yeah. Which by the way, obviously the pawn shop guy doesn't take it. He's like, this shit's stolen, dude. I'm not gonna take this.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's not yours.
Yeah. What the fuck are you doing with this?
Yeah.
So he gets pissed, walks off, and then he hits the neighborhood, right?
He gets pissed. He walks off. See now, does he break into the building first, and then yeah? I think he gets. I think after that is when he breaks into the building, and then no, okay, it has to be. So
Yeah,
after
yeah. So he gets beat up by Paul.
yeah, so yeah, it breaks into the building, and it shows his perspective of the whole car chase, police run thing, and then he gets hit, he gets released, and then now he's walking in the rain.
Oh yeah, yeah. So he's all down in the dumps, fucking walking through the rain, sees the neighborhood, sees the big ass house, and his dumbass.
Happens
Uh,
what happens to be Alex's house.
yeah. So weirdly all taped up and stuff, so you can't see inside of it. Definitely like a red flag.
Yeah.
But he's like crazy enough to fucking climb up the pipe or something like that.
Dude, he was like he's like the worst burglar ever in the world, dude.
He's so loud, like
like like like I get like being fucked up on drugs, but it's like come on, man, like fucking like come on, like what are you doing? Like what are you doing, dude? Like fucking, it's like broad daylight in the rain. He's fucking walking around this big ass house in the neighborhood,
yeah,
just fucking being as loud as you could fucking be,
he like
or
crashes through the window, like just
just fucking everything up on the way into the house, dude. It's fucking crazy.
So he gets the bright idea of just robbing the place.
Yeah, it is like not even being quiet. He's like walking around hell loud.
He might as well be whistling while he's doing that the whole time.
Whistling dick shit.
Yeah, whistling Dixie and shit. Um, and then so as he goes downstairs to the living room, that's when he sees the parents just sitting there like as zombies,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
freaking out. He's like, oh shit, I'm sorry, blah blah blah. But he notices that they're just in a catatonic state where like
Yeah,
they're just
zombified out,
nothing,
dude. They fucking just burnt.
nothing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
So
he's
he's like,
like
oh shit.
fucking has the wise idea to like get up in their face too,
Yeah, it's
which
fucking
is stupid as shit. It's like there's a difference between being smart and a difference between being dumb. That was probably the being dumb one, but
yeah.
like
Well, he's a tweaker. I mean, what do you expect?
yeah, he did break into a house in the way he did, so makes sense. But
But
he's like, hey,
he stole a lot of shit too.
he did. A lot of it was fucking forks and silverware.
Yeah.
But he's like all up in their face, like, hey, wake
Like
up.
snapping his finger and shit. Yeah,
Yeah. And they're not moving, and he just goes back to fucking
robbing
rifling
it.
through all this shit. Yeah.
Uh, but then we find this really creepy scene where he opens the basement, peeks in there, and we see all the kids from the town just also in a state where they're just standing there
Yeah.
staring straight. And he's like, "What the fuck is this?" And then he closes the door.
They all turn around and look at him, and he
Oh, the
fucking
alternate, yeah, and he freaks out.
because
And
they're like all like in some like hypnotic phase, like just like zoned out. Then yeah, they turn around and look at him, and he fucking freaks out, runs upstairs, and drops all of his shit that he stole.
most of it, yeah.
Fucking the good stuff, at least the silverware, which was like the
Well,
only good stuff.
Yeah, but also the parents also like kind of snap out of it too, right? Because
Yeah, as he's
the
when he's
parents,
picking up the silver.
yeah, and then he like goes out the front door or he unlocks it, fucking runs out. Uh,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. He's all freaking out and shit, and he sees the parents all up on his ass.
Well,
And
this is
then
terrifying.
yeah, then he runs out the house like you said, and then he goes back to the pawn shop to get rid of the fucking
Right?
silverware, and that's when he fucking looks up on the wall and sees a $50,000 reward for all the kids and gets the bright idea to fucking report it in.
I'm gonna walk to the police station after I just got my ass whipped.
Yeah. He's not calling the cops. He's like, can you guys come meet me? And I'm a little bit, I'm phobic at police station. He's like fucking doing the most cracked out shit you can fucking, he's like, how do we get to a war? Are you gonna bring the money with you and all that other shit?
Well, but
But
that's exactly how they would do it, though. Like
yeah,
that's it seems very like far fetched, but it's like, but it's not though. That's how that's
he's
like
he's all he's all fucked up. Yeah.
yeah. I like coming from like a lot of fucked up people that I've been around. That's exactly what they would do.
But before, yeah, I forgot to be like after he pawns off the silverware, like he gets high first, and then he calls the cops,
Yeah, yeah,
which is fucking the way it will happen. Like, let me get fucking lit up, and I'm gonna call the cops after this.
yeah.
Because you gotta get your head straight now. Like fucking you gotta when you high and you're fucking a junkie, like being high is how you think straight.
Yeah.
So then that's when we see him walking over to the police station, knowing that he's gonna make a report on the kids. And Paul sees him, and then now Paul is chasing his ass again through the fucking city. This time with a vengeance.
Oh, he's fucking pissed. Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Um.
I thought he was gonna kill him for sure.
Oh yeah, me too. I was like, he's dead.
That's why.
There's no way.
Yeah, when I first saw it, I said this motherfucker is gonna shoot this dude. It's gonna be it. And so
So what happens next?
uh, James ends up running into the fucking woods, and then this is where we get our first glimpse of Gladys.
Glad.
Her name.
Yeah. Glad.
So we get our first glimpse of Gladys out in the woods with some crazy fucking red hair and some crazy makeup on.
Yeah.
And then like he immediately chips out and runs to his tent, and he's like, yeah, he's like, oh fuck, that's not real, and that's I would have been the same way. I'm like, dude, I'm tripping balls, I'm tripping out right now, and that's when
Because
he
she did
starts.
look fucking crazy. She looked crazy though.
Yeah, she was like all waving at him, all crazy in the woods. I would have been freaking out too.
And
And
he was
that's
really
when,
high too.
yeah. It's a lot of it would have been like I'm fucking tripping balls, and that's not real. But hey, guess what? It was. That's when he runs into his tent, zips it up, and fucking what's his name ends up popping up.
Paul.
Paul, yeah,
I laughed when he zipped it up because I was like, that's such a tweaker thing that you would do
yeah,
just to hide into a fucking tent. Like
yep. That's how you do it, dude. You can't see me, like fucking like John Cena. He's like, you can't see me,
yeah, he's
motherfucker.
just fucking just yeah.
And then so
Uh,
we get some footsteps walking up, and who is it?
fucking Paul snatches him up.
Yeah, fucking Paul. Fucking, he's like unzipping it. I knew it was Paul too when I first saw it. So it's gonna be the cop. And then,
Yeah, yeah.
and then fucking like Paul like unzips the tent hella slow and fucking
Drags his ass out.
yeah. But before he drags him out, James ends up stabbing him again with some syringes.
Oh, the needles
Yeah,
right in the face.
yeah. So like James, like as he's unzipping it, James freaks out and grabs a handful of fucking syringes and
There's
just
like three of them at least
lunges out the tent and ends up stabbing Paul all up in
in the
his
cheek.
cheeks.
Yeah,
And
that's
like,
fucked up.
at this point, this is when I really thought like this guy is gonna die, dude.
Yeah,
This guy's
he's
gonna
for
get.
sure dying of HIV or hepatitis or something.
No, I mean James. Well, I was
Oh well, yeah.
oh yeah, I'm fucking Paul too. Yeah, but fucking like I was like when he snapped Paul, I said Paul's gonna shoot him for sure. Now it's over, dude. Like fucking like
His body would have just snapped in half, like just the shotgun, you know.
he sealed his fate. Yeah, that shot going to blew his fucking head right off his body. And then that's when James ends up saying like, oh, but James is like, I didn't know it was you, blah blah blah, and he's like, and he's trying to like plead for his life, and he says he knows where the kids are.
And Paul's like, "What? What'd you say? Like, what was
Yeah,
that?"
Yeah, like you're lying. You know, I don't. You know, and he ends up like, yeah, no, I can prove it. I can take you there.
Yeah, I'll show you there right now. Yeah. So he actually does take him to the house, and
Yeah,
Paul's like, he keeps him in the back. He's like, I'll be back. Just fucking stay in, just chill out, whatever.
yeah.
So Paul knocks on the door. The door opens. He goes in, and then we see it's like hours and hours later.
Like the whole day goes by.
Like the whole day goes by. Yeah, that's gotta suck to be fucking just trapped in that car for that long.
Dude, I would have pissed myself if I was in that car for that long.
Oh hell yeah, dude. This is long. This is a long fucking time to be in that car.
Yeah, because it was like the morning time when he got caught, and then it went to like nighttime.
Yeah, it was
It
like
was in
kind of
that car
late.
for at least like 8 hours, dude, maybe longer.
Yeah, probably longer than that. So at night, who? So Paul comes back out, or is
Paul
that
comes
who?
back out, yeah.
Yeah,
But
with
this time he comes out like storming out like in rage.
like the zombie-ish kind of
Yeah, like a monster.
like a weapon.
Exactly. Exactly. Like a fucking like a heat seat seeking weapon. And that's when he
Mhm.
ends up pulling James out the
James
back of
out
the
of the
cop
car.
car and dragging him into the house. And then we fade to black and we're off to the next chapter. Which is hella funny too because like it's hella funny, like before Paul goes into the house, he's like, hey, James is like, I don't mean to be rude, but how do I know that you're not gonna take that reward money and give it to me? And then Paul just looks at him and like with dead silence
It just leaves.
and just walks off.
So good.
But that's when we end up fading out from James, and we end up coming back to Marcus, the principal.
So actually, I'm confused. Um, because didn't we see Marcus before in rage mode before they show his story, and like he like tackles, he tries
Oh
to
shit!
kill Justine, right? So we skip that scene.
Okay, yeah, it shows them in Archers.
Oh yeah,
Like towards the end of Archer scene, Archer sees Justine at the gas station, pumping gas, and he rolls up on her,
starts to
and
talk shit.
he ends up he ends up fucking like yelling at her, and then as he's yelling at her, you see Justine looking to the corner of him, and all of a sudden she says Marcus, and she gets tackled by the principal, and he's like in full blood rage mode.
Yeah, his eyes
And
are
it's,
like popping out of the skull.
yeah, and then they have they have a little scuffle, and this and that. They crawl under the car, around the car, and then as soon as Justine runs off into the gas station, and then Marcus tackles Archer, and then it fades off,
Right. And then we fast forward to now
which is
to
not
Marcus
to Marcus, yeah. you know, and
grocery store.
yeah, they have to start, yeah, him and his husband, right?
Yeah,
They have to grocery store shopping for dinner.
he's talking on the phone, and like the husband's trying to get his attention for what cereal he wants to buy.
Yeah,
And I forgot which one he chooses, but he's like trying to get his attention because he's like in deep conversation with somebody.
yeah, yeah,
And then so it's not a whole lot happening there, but they get through the shopping experience and
yeah. Some
forgot
dialogue,
what's happening. Yeah,
and then well, from the grocery store, it goes into his office, right? The principal's
his
office.
office. Yeah, yeah. Is that when we see Gladys?
Yeah, that's when the secretary walks in and says, "Hey, your 2 o'clock's here," and slowly but surely, who walks in is Gladys, yeah,
Which
and
is
fucking
what's his Alex's auntie?
Alex's aunt. Yep, is what
Yeah,
she claims.
that's what she claims. Yeah. Well,
Gladys.
it is because later on the mom's talking about how like she doesn't know her very well, but she knows who she is.
Yeah. So I I was going over some shit like about this movie, and there's a scene. Remember, she's talking about hey, I'm representing Alex, and he's like, well, I really need to talk to the parents, not you.
The
And then
guardian. Yeah.
yeah, and she says, well, the parents got a case, a case of the consumption. And
Right.
I was watching something on this. The word consumption was used in the 16th century, and so there is a hint that Gladys is older than you think she is.
Yeah. She's like
Like
centuries years old. Yeah.
hundreds of years old, yeah.
Yeah.
Because of the way she talks. But so yeah, basically that's all I want to fucking say. Fucking, but that's where he has a meeting with Gladys in the principal's office, and you see her, kind of looking around at his shit at the same time.
Hmm.
Ooh, wonder what that's about.
Well, because he's not backing down either. She's trying to be pushy about like, I forgot what the meeting's about, but
It's
it's about
about
Alex, right?
it's about it's his safety and his living situation because
Oh, right, right.
the principal's threatening CPS.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Oh my God, CPS," and then they have after a little meeting, then we get a cut scene to Marcus and his home, with his husband about to fucking eat a shit ton of hot dogs.
That's
There's a lot of hot dogs.
hey, that's not the only hot dog he's gonna eat later.
Yeah. Well, you know what, dude? Fucking talking about hot dogs now, it kind of makes me want one. So I might have one. I might have one after this. But yeah, and then
You're gonna chorg on some beef rings or what?
I got a whole bunch of hot dogs, dude. Like it. Yeah. So they're about to sit down for dinner, and they're watching a nature channel about fungi, basically coming
Oh
out
yeah, right.
because like there's a whole bunch of shit in this movie too that talks about parasites. If you notice that.
Well, because like that particular fungi is like the zombie fungi, where like it takes over your nervous systems
Yeah.
and it like controls it, that fungi controls that thing and like infects it to basically like reproduce,
Yeah.
and so
But
it just
also
keeps
also
it keeps the cycle going.
in Justine's classroom too, on the whiteboard is parasites.
Hmm.
There's a lot of shit. I was actually doing some research on this, and I guess parasites and fungi was like a huge fucking focus point in this movie. Like in the dreams they had in the classroom, those parasites on the wall, those fucking on TV. They were talking about parasites in one of the scenes, and fucking it was just like there was a lot of shit about parasites in this
Well,
movie.
it makes sense because like if you think about it, like a witch and a parasite are like
The same thing. She's a
yeah.
parasite to the town.
So like it uses a different person or body to like get
He
its
uses a hook.
nutrients.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
We found out that she was doing was, you know, sucking them dry. So they get a knock on the door and it's Gladys comes showing up, right?
and the wise words of my buddy right here. Ta-da!
Yeah, like out of here. And she pops on the door and she's like just like all over the place. Like, oh my God, I had to walk halfway across town to talk to you, and it's very important, and I insist I get some water and all sort of shit. And he's like, Marcus is like, I'm not gonna let you in here. Like it's Saturday. It's like it's Saturday,
Yeah.
lady. It's my day off. Why the fuck are you at my house?
He's like, I'm trying to put some hot dogs on my throat. You know what I'm
Yeah, he's like, I'm trying to,
saying?
I'm trying to have a good time over here, with my husband, and you're fucking it all up. Watching Parasite movies. Then of course her husband was like, yeah, let her in here. Come on in, old lady. Come
Yeah.
on in. Fucking first ultimate big mistake.
Being too nice.
Yeah. And what was it? She ends up what? She ends up saying she's thirsty and she wants some water.
So he's about to get a glass, but then she's like, "No, I need a bowl."
Oh yeah.
She's like, "I have a weird thing about
Bowls
using
and
it
shit.
for yeah." So then like she just starts to like
And he just gave it to her too. Like, oh, she's like, I have this weird fixation with bowls. I just need it. And he's like, okay,
and
here's
then
your bowl.
automatically she starts doing witch shit. She drops her bag.
She first first of all, she pulls this big ass bag out of nowhere. Like I did not see you bring that bag in. This was like some magic school bus bag, dude. Like it fucking came out of nowhere. It's like poof, and the thing was like fucking this fucking big, dude. It was like a
Well,
big.
it's because of like the frame where she was standing and like she was holding it on her front but like lower.
This bag was huge.
Yeah,
Fucking yeah.
right.
Immediately just like starts doing witch shit, like nothing, like nothing.
She like grabs a stick. She like wraps like his ribbon around it. And, like there's like a bunch of shit.
Yeah.
Like I forgot what else. There's like a couple other things.
He's like, "Is that my ribbon?" And then fucking, and then she like fucking pulls out some big ass scissors and chops off his husband's hair.
Oh
You
yeah, like
know?
hella fast. She's just like,
Yeah,
whoop.
she's like, oh my god, she cut my hair. Fucking just all
Then she
freaking
wraps
out.
it around the stick too, like so they're
Yeah.
both, you know.
Then she like immediately starts cutting her hand like right in front of them. And like you would think at this point, you'd be like, dude, this bitch is doing some crazy shit. Fucking like, no, they're like, go get her the first aid kit quick. Fucking like,
Right.
dude, you don't see what this chick's doing? This chick took a stick out with some ribbon on it from your office, cut your motherfucking hair, wrapped it around the stick, and then cut her hand. Come on,
And then
dude.
put blood all over it too.
And yeah, rip blood all over and be like, oh, it's fine. This is all normal. Don't worry about this.
And as he's about to call 911, she just looks at him, she raises the stick, and then she snaps it, right?
No, she rings the bell first.
Oh, she rings the bell first, right? And then he like just freezes.
Yeah, he just freezes up and drops the phone, and like right there, like he is under her control completely.
I think they both. Oh
And
no, it's
then
just him, right?
yeah, just him. And then she breaks the stick, which
Okay.
causes him to attack her husband. Because like the stick breaking is like how she's triggers him off. And then as soon as she breaks that stick with his husband's hair tied to it, he just immediately boom goes after him.
Goes and kills him. Yeah.
Yeah, just starts choking the shit out of him and bashes his brains in with his head, which is
Yeah. Just
which is
that's probably
brutal.
why his eyes pop out too.
Yeah, that's
Um,
probably exactly why that happened. Yeah,
and then
and so
so it kills him. And then does she do it again to, but with
she,
what's her name's hair?
yeah, she after she kills him, she ends up tying Justine's hair because we forget that while Justine was watching Alex's house in the beginning, that we did not mention, Alex's parents end up coming out. Alex's mom comes out and cuts a piece of Justine's hair off while she's passed out in the car. What do
Oh,
you
that's right.
what do you call that when you're fucking watching someone shit? The fuck is that
Staking,
called? Staking out.
like
Yeah,
a stakeout.
yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck. I'm like, what is that? I'm like, it's called something. As she's staking out Alex's house, so we missed that little scene, but
Right.
we're all caught up. So she wraps Justine's hair on a stick and cracks it again.
Well, before she even does it, doesn't she wash the stick too, so like
Yeah,
to
she
get the
drops it
blood
in the
off?
bowl of water. The
Yeah.
stop them.
So he like stops him, and then she does the hair again, and then bleeds, and then fucking snaps it, right?
Yeah, so we find out that once she drops it in water, it kind of just like kills whatever fucking stops whatever she has him doing.
Right.
Basically, kind of like a diffuser.
Right.
And then she wraps the Justine's hair up, snaps the stick, and then boom, Marcus takes off.
Fucking bolts straight to fucking all the way across town.
Dude, he is running hella far.
Which is crazy because but when you're kind of state, you don't feel anything. You're just like boom.
Yeah, you're fucking gone. And the cut scenes of him running through shit is pretty cool. To be
Pretty
honest,
funny too.
yeah, everyone's all freaking out, like, "Oh my god, look at him!"
I was thinking the whole time. I was like, Doctor Strange, save him.
I was like, "How's nobody stopping this guy, dude?" Like,
Right. He
how's
was
he
like a
get?
psychopath. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like how is no one stopping this guy? Fucking fill with blood,
No cops around, like nothing.
nothing, not one fucking cop. Well, it's a small, yeah. They're not doing their jobs, obviously. That's why.
Yeah, right. They're just fucking chasing tweakers.
Yeah. So that we find out Marcus ends up running all the way to the gas station where he finds Justine and Archer, having a conversation at the gas pump. Then boom, fucking, that's when he starts attacking Justine. And like this scene was like really fucking cool.
Yeah, dude, like they just shot everything so great.
Yeah,
Everything was just so like sweet.
it was. I think the filming on this is great. And like this whole epic fight scene is just like, it's like it's just fucking scary. Like he is like chasing her into the car, he chases her into the gas station, and it's fucked up because Justine's like telling him, help me, motherfucker!" And
Yeah, the
fucking
guy's just like there, just like
to the gas clerk. He ain't doing
yeah.
shit. You know,
And then
and
we
then
get Archer saving her again. He fucking tackles Marcus through the like the beer case or whatever.
into the cooler, which is fucking dope, dude. That angle they had where
Yeah,
he fucking tackles him into the cold case is just
and
fucking
and very very hard. It's like a
like
full
you
speed
hear
ahead.
it.
Just
Yeah,
bam, yeah.
it's all bah, and then fucking, and then and then like seconds later, Marcus ends up getting back up and chasing just right off the fucking gas station, and she hops in the car and ends up driving off, and then that's when we got Archer chasing after him in his car,
And then
and then
so Marcus is chasing her, but then he gets hit by a car.
yeah, he gets fucking annihilated by a car, dude.
Yeah, he's literally his head just looks like
Which I didn't see coming. I don't know how I didn't see that coming. I should expect that to happen, but I thought that Archer was gonna like run him over. That's why I thought it was going with this. Like, oh, he's gonna run his
right,
ass over. But he ends up getting run over by another car, and it just like you see like a fadeaway shot of like his shoes, and then blood, and then you see fucking just like Marcus's brain is just all over the fucking pavement.
which was perfectly shot.
Yeah, and then after that we get to where that's when Justine and Archer become trauma buddies, like you said before, trauma friends.
Yeah,
Because that's when Archer starts being like, "Oh, are you okay?" He starts treating her like a human being finally,
right, yeah.
basically.
Well,
And then
and then like even at some point he's like, "Oh, I've seen this happen before." Like
yeah, yeah,
the way that he's running is the same way all these kids were.
yeah, because she's all freaking out. And she's like, "I've never seen anything like that." Actually, he's like, "I have." And then he goes over his son taking off and the kids, yeah. And that's when he shows her the map he's been drawing of the formations that these kids have been running in.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
And
even earlier in his arc, you see him like putting the flags like across town.
yeah, yeah, well, yeah. He's visiting the houses of the parents who had cameras of the kids that left. So and he's because he's a fucking landscaper. He's using those little landscaping tools to
Yeah.
shoot distances and all kinds of stuff. He's fucking smart. He's a smart guy, and he slowly starts putting it together, and he ends up coming to a point.
Well, and then
Which
he shows Justine at when they start bonding, and she's like, "Well, that's where Alex lives.
yeah,
Like he lives in that neighborhood." And
yeah.
he's like, "Oh shit!" So that's when we go to
He dropped.
Alex.
Yeah, but before they go, Alex, I think don't they end up driving to the house and then they see the
Yeah,
cop
yeah,
car? They see the cop car parked outside the house, and he's like, "What?" And then they go, and then now we hit boom. Last
right.
chapter, Alex.
And then it
You know,
goes into like
which by the
yeah,
way,
go
I
ahead.
I like how they broke it into like in chapters like that. I thought that was cool. I like
Yeah,
movies
yeah,
like that. You know,
yeah. It was just it was different and like I feel like it pushed the story along better.
if I think it made it more like deeper and in depth with what's
Yeah,
with the characters emotions and feelings, and the visuals were just cool, and just like the story plot. But so we get to Alex, and now we're right back to fucking square one with Alex, because it starts off right from the beginning of everything.
so we'll just kind of not fast forward, but we'll brush through like the main plots. So like obviously the kids just oh no, so even before that,
He's getting bullied
um, he's getting bullied like pretty bad. Like the
by
pencil thrown in his head and shit, and
He's getting bullied by Archer's son Matthew.
yeah. So I was like, that's why I was saying earlier on, I was like,
Yeah,
man, we see why he's a dick. Like,
yeah. I saw the same shit too, and I saw it. I said I totally get it. His dad's an asshole, so is he.
yeah, yeah. Um, I was just like, Jesus Christ. So yeah, he's getting bullied. She sees it. She feels bad for him. And then I mean the his so Alex's life is semi-normal. I mean the parents are
Normal.
kind of normal.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's getting picked up from school, by his dad. He's living a normal life.
yeah. And then that's when they find out that Auntie's gonna be moving in because she has nowhere to go.
Aunt Gladys is
Um,
coming because she's sick. You
yeah,
know,
she's sick. She's basically homeless. So
yeah, and we see that like no one even knows who the fuck she is, not even the parents. You know,
well, yeah, she said she hasn't seen her in years, so she doesn't know who she is, but she's not close with her.
they said 15 years.
Yeah.
Because he's like, she didn't
Um,
even come to the wedding and all this other stuff. He's like, we don't
yeah.
know.
Which is weird you would take her in, but
Yeah,
Whatever.
I guess because you hear her say that she's like, "Mom would have did this, so I'm doing it." She says something like that,
Okay.
and
I
I
mean that
think
makes
it's just
sense.
like, now it's like just like out of guilt, like I'm taking her out
Right.
of guilt, and so Alex, obviously Alex is like, "Why the hell is this bitch coming over? I don't know who.
Yeah.
I have no clue who this is. Who is she? Like, who the fuck are you bringing to the house? Smart, smart
Uh,
kid. He
so we
senses
get
evil. He's all
yeah.
evil is lurking. He's all like,
So we cut to Gladys showing up, but he doesn't see her at first. They're like getting her shit. They set her up in a room. Um, and then we kind of like within the next like day or two, they kind of like hint. He like looks in her room, right, and she's like
he's
staring
still
at him,
yeah.
and then he closes the door hella fast and like runs off. Um, but so like the next day, boom,
Bless
that's
you.
when like the parents start to act weird, right? They start acting like more drained and stuff,
The next day is when he comes downstairs and they're just sitting there at the table,
and they're just
just
acting
fucking
very weird.
hypnotized.
But they're still talking though, like a little bit,
Barely, yeah.
barely, yeah.
They're like repeating. They keep repeating themselves.
And then is that when Gladys steps in, or is that after, like
That's
later
when
on?
Gladys. That's when Gladys steps in. That's when Alex. That's Gladys pops up and it finally introduces himself to Alex. Oh yeah, I'm Gladys. And then Alex is like, "What's wrong with my parents?" and blah blah. And he realizes that his parents, something's not right. You know. And then this pissed me off because like Gladys is like, "That's it. You go up to your room and no dinner for you." And I'm like, "Who the hell is this chick, dude?" Like
Yeah,
like
who the
like
fuck is this?
like like if that was me, I'd be like, you know what? Like you don't even live here. But I'm just fucking. That's just me though. I was like, you don't even live here, dude. This is not even your house. You can't tell me what to do. But he's obviously scared, and
He's a kid. Yeah.
yeah, he goes up to his room,
Well, then
and
just things get worse. I mean, as far as the parents go.
yeah,
Um, so like was the next morning he goes back down again, and they're just like completely zoned out.
yeah, yeah. We'll just say that. That makes it easier because I know there's something else. Well, yeah, but it don't matter
Or is there like nightmares first? Or I forgot what happens. Like,
I know it's like like the next day after his Aunt Gladys gets there, he gets out of school and his parents don't show up. That's what, and
oh
then
yeah, and then he has to like walk across town, right?
he walks all the way home, and that's when he sees his parents sitting in the living room, in the kitchen, in the dining area, all zoned out, and that's when he gets sent up to his room by his Aunt Gladys, and then he comes down the next morning, and that's when she's like sitting at the table with the whole gypsy suit on,
Yeah,
and she's like, basically she threatened him, don't tell anybody
yeah.
here, or I'm gonna hurt your parents, basically, which
She goes full on gangster. She's like, I have an offer you can't refuse, basically.
she's all fucking cripped out too. She's all wearing that blue vest and shit. She's fucking throwing down.
um, well, doesn't she make him fucking stab himself too, like to
Yeah,
scare him?
yeah. To prove what she could do,
Yeah, so
they
she
stab him
makes him.
with forks.
Yeah, she makes them stab themselves before. That shit was crazy.
Yeah, that
Like
shit was
that
pretty.
would scare the shit out of me too.
That was pretty. Yeah, she's like, promise me you won't say anything. He's like, I promise. You know, that's when you get like a montage of him going to class, and and he's just out of it, dude. At this point,
And plus, he keeps having to go back to the store and shit to get soup.
yeah, and he has to hand feed his parents because obviously she ain't taking care of him. And we get to the scene where he's sleeping and she ends up calling his name, the aunt, and he walks into the bedroom and she's like dying on the floor.
Yeah.
Which another fucking thing that I looked up, that the symbolism to her braids, how the aunt's not wearing a wig and she has these little braids.
I don't remember.
But she has these little braids, and I guess the braids are supposed to symbolize the parasites coming out of her. Is what I read.
Okay.
So that's one thing a little Easter egg or something, is that the braid's supposed to represent the parasites coming out of her. You know, so that's why she's dying and she needs more help. And
So,
how can we
okay.
help her?
the class.
By more getting some kids together for her because that's what she wants.
All those little yummy treats.
Yeah, what Mama wants, Mama gets.
Hmm.
I had to
So,
say,
yeah. So she's like, I need you to get something from all your classmates,
yeah,
um, which is
something
sick.
something that's personal.
And so he gets a smart idea, like while they're all in what is it, PE or something like that,
Yeah,
or I forgot.
yeah,
And
yeah.
so he runs back to the class, uh, and as he's like trying to figure out what to grab, well, even before that, he's like looking at all their backpacks and like while they're all sitting
Pencil.
there and like just trying to figure out what he's going to take from everybody.
Yeah, yeah.
And then we would cut to him running back to the classroom, and then he gets the bright idea of just getting all their names from the cubbies.
Which is smart too because at that age, like you're drawing those names yourself.
Yeah, yeah. So they're all personal.
Yeah, so that was actually a really smart move. Fucking, and then Justine comes walking in like, like what are you doing? But she obviously she don't know what the fuck he's doing. But
Yeah, because he turns around, he's like nothing.
yeah, I forgot. He's like, I forgot something. Don't worry about it. Yeah,
Yeah. Why are you asking questions?
yeah. Leave me alone. You're not my mom. And then
Only Gladys
obviously,
is my mom now.
yeah. She don't know what the hell's going on, and fucking he ends up taking those name tags home. Which that's why I said that's one of the things that caught in the beginning. Like in the beginning of the movie, in the class when Justine walks into the classroom when all the kids are gone, you see all the name tags are off the cubbies.
Right, I remember you told me that. Like,
Oh yeah,
that
cool.
makes sense. Yeah.
But yeah, so he ends up taking those name tags to his aunt and just dropping them on the floor at her bedroom door.
And and then that's when we get her to. She's making a concoction of like almost like not really a soup, but it's like
A spell.
a fucking a spell. So like she tears up all the papers and shit. She drops them all in the water.
Spits in it,
Yeah, spits in it and does her thing. And
burns it
what
up.
is it? Exactly at 2:17, she rings the bell in the
Yeah,
middle of the night,
yeah,
and that's when we see all the kids like running towards the house
yeah.
from all their houses.
That's when we see that. Yeah, that they're running into the house into the basement. And we're like, oh, okay, well that's where all the kids went.
Yeah, so that was
Alex
crazy though. Like,
Alex
um,
has a long ass fucking chapter. He has the longest
well,
one.
they had to explain everything. Yeah,
Yeah,
so um, uh, so what's going on now? Everything's
Alex,
just shitty for a while.
all the all the kids are in the basement, and then we got Alex is down there feeding them soup.
He's
And then
having to go to the store get the heavy ass bags of soup.
yeah, and this is okay. This is a scene that I didn't really get, to be honest. This is like the only scene. This is the only scene I don't know what happened. But like, remember this? Like after all this is going down, and the aunt is telling Alex the cops are going to come here and look at it. We got to be prepared. And she
Yeah,
sends all the kids away.
right.
Where the fuck did they go? It does
I don't
like
remember.
it doesn't even say, huh? It doesn't even show it. They just like run off into the woods and that's it. And then they like all of a sudden they're back in the basement.
Yeah, I think they just run to the woods for like the 30 minutes or whatever that the CPS comes to check it out,
I wish
and
I
then
wish
she brings them
I wish
back.
I wish it showed what happened to those kids because like she sends them off somewhere and it's just like that's like okay, and then the cops come in, they look at the house, they play nice, and then all of a sudden like the windows are boarded back up again with paper, and then the kids are back in the basement.
There's a weird couple moments in this film.
Oh well, I'm not gonna complain because I liked it anyway.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
and then the kids come back after the cops search the house, and that's when we get a glimpse over to Alex looking out the window, and he sees Archer's truck across the street with Justine in the passenger seat.
Okay, and then that's when they're about to walk in.
Yeah, and then that's when the door opens up to the house, and then Paul comes out, the cop, and he waves them on in, which is the
Oh
creepy
yeah,
shit.
that's so funny.
Yeah.
All right, wait, quick question. Because there was like the nightmare. So I'm backtracking because like I forgot which part of the movie this was, But we do see Gladys in the dream states, right? Like where she like who looks up at the ceiling and she's like on the
Justine,
ceiling looking down. Was it Justine? Okay.
Justine sees. Okay, there's two dream sequences. Justine has a dream of the classroom is empty. Oh no, all the kids are in the classroom and they all look up, and then she sees Gladys on the ceiling right above her bed. And then
Okay.
Archer has a dream sequence where his kid comes back, and then as he like uncovers his son's face, it's Gladys' face.
Okay. I was
So
just
there are
confused about that.
Yeah, so through the movie there are hints of her presence being present in
Right.
the town, which I thought was cool because gypsy magic. I would see that happening, because she has the town under her spell.
Right. Right. Right.
So that's and
And
then
then
so that's
no,
when we cut back to
the house.
yeah, to Paul waving him on in, which is fucking like, oh my god, and Justine's like, that's Paul, I know him, and fucking let's go on in,
Let's go. Yeah. That's my buddy. I just fucked him.
yeah, he's cool,
Yeah.
I know he's
He's a
straight,
good lay.
he's
Yeah.
good, I trust him, fucking. So then Archer and Justine go into the house, and and then this is when shit gets real.
Hmm. It
I
gets
like it.
bad.
I like this movie, so I'm excited to talk about this. So like they're in the house and like and it's like all dark and then was like there's like salt all over the floor, isn't there? Well, that's how it starts. Like they walk in and then Justine's walk around and Archer notices that there's like a circle of salt in the fucking like living room. Which again, Archer's intelligence is like, don't step over that, but it's too late and fucking boom, they start getting attacked.
Yeah. So there's salt there, then there's salt upstairs because Gladys tells uh what's Alex to not step over that ever.
That's right, yeah, because because Glass after the kids come back after the cops leave, Glass looks at Alex and says, "Pack your shit up. We gotta leave tomorrow." And then that's
Yeah.
when Justine and them go walk in the house, and then Gladys goes into her room and then guarding Glass's room is both of Alex's parents with some salt in front of them and says, "Don't cross this line. Whatever you do, blah blah." And then Justine crosses it, which ends up causing a reaction to the hypnosis that Paul's under, which causes
Right.
Paul to attack her. And then I forgot. And then James is in there. I totally forgot James was in there when I watched it. I said, "Oh yeah, he's in the house."
Yeah. Archer was that his name?
Yeah,
Yeah, he steps over the salt too, and James attacks him,
yeah, yeah,
and then so at this part fucking made me laugh so hard because like he's like tossing around James like a rag doll, like
yeah. He keeps knocking him out. He won't stay down.
yeah,
It's like fucking. He's like
spinning, just like
he's
fucking
like
literally throws him over.
he's all boom, and then he gets up and he's like he's all boom, and he just keeps getting back up and he just won't stop. That scene was funny.
But I mean,
But
he
like
literally throws him across like the living room.
yeah, hell of times too. Well, like when that scene happened, I was like, "Who the fuck is that?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah, it's the Junkie." I forgot all about that motherfucker.
Because he got dragged in. Yeah.
Yeah, I totally forgot about him. But yeah,
So Justine's fighting for her life, and Paul
yeah,
he's like trying to kill her.
yeah. Paul's trying to choke her out.
But then also like doesn't Alex like so as Justine's getting choked, Alex steps over the salt too,
Yeah,
and the parents start to freak out, chase him
into his room.
um,
Yeah,
to his room. But then he goes through like the other bathroom, like through the other door, and like so he like outsmarts him for a second, and then he gets the smart idea to go back over the line again to the aunt's room.
yeah,
Sees all the witch shit, and he's like, "What the fuck?" But then he
yeah,
like gets smart because he saw her do like the same spell, so he gets smart and he starts to like prepare his own spell,
yeah.
but with like her shit, right?
Yeah, but at the same time, he's doing that too. It goes back to Justine again. With Paul in the kitchen struggling, and that's when Justine ends up grabbing his gun and shooting Paul in the head. because she has no choice at this point.
Yeah, yeah.
So unfortunately, sorry, Paul had to go. But
I
and
was
then
actually surprised on that.
that she killed Paul.
Yeah.
I wasn't surprised. Like fucking like it was like when she shot him, I was like, like it didn't surprise me. I just felt because like it was just a lot, like it was like she has to kill this guy,
Yeah,
it's
yeah, yeah. I just thought at some point he was gonna snap out, like something was gonna happen where
he
like
did. He
this.
did. He stepped out with a bullet.
Well, I know, but I mean, like without dying.
A bullet snapped him out of it. And then
um,
at the same time, it goes back to Archer and the Junkie fighting, and that's when the Junkie pops Archer through the basement door onto the top of the steps, and Archer finally gets a glimpse of all the kids in the basement.
right. So
How
what
does he
happens
stop
next?
that guy?
I don't remember actually.
Does he even show it? Stop? Like I don't know. Oh, Justine shoots the Junkie in the back of the head. That's
Oh,
what
that's right.
happened.
Because yeah, he's trying to kill him, right? And then
Yeah,
she shoots him.
yeah.
Okay.
Because James is choking Archer on the floor, and that's when Justine comes with the gun and shoots him in the head. And then
Right.
and then we get the Archer runs down the steps, looking for his son, and then guess who's fucking down there lurking in the fucking darkness?
Oh, yeah. So Gladys like gets him, um,
Takes his necklace right off his chest.
and then
Cause
turns
she,
him
yeah, because she needs that personal item.
right.
Which that
Turns
scene
him.
was fucking crazy, dude. I like that scene because like fucking like he's looking and she's just like in the corner, like fucking like just like waiting for that motherfucker to come.
Peekaboo bitches.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, that actress fucking phenomenal.
No, yeah, she was awesome.
Um, so yeah, she turns him. He starts to go after Justine now. Man, that's a rough night for her, dude.
Yeah, yeah. So fucking Archer ends up sneaking up behind Justine and starts choking her out. That's when we go back to Alex in the bathroom, with the stick of Gladys' hair, her wig hair tied onto the stick, and then that's when, then we get Gladys coming up. Obviously we get Gladys coming up into the kitchen, admiring her handiwork on Justine. You know, and then
Yeah.
Alex breaks that stick finally, and then fucking it's just on like
Oh,
Donkey
doesn't he
Kong.
ring the bell too?
No, he doesn't ring the bell; he just breaks the stick.
Okay. Okay. And but she hears it though, right? Or she
She
knows,
hears the
she
stick,
feels it.
yeah. She got
Yeah.
she could feel it, like fucking the magic in the air.
She's like, uh-oh. Yeah.
And then
Dude.
all you hear is like just like a rumble of feet running up the fucking basement.
So it's funny because like how like she's doing like so Gladys is doing all this crazy shit, right?
Yeah,
But you see her like de-aging a little bit. Like she's like actually getting healthier. Like
yeah,
because she steals all the energy of like all these kids and the adults and stuff.
yeah, yeah.
So
She's
like
getting
so
younger.
it's just funny because like when she finds out when she hears the stick or feels the stick, she goes uh-oh. So she like runs off. She's like running for her life because there's like 30 kids chasing her.
Dude, yeah. And these kids are just like flying
Relentless.
through windows and walls and doors. And it's just off the hook,
Crazy.
dude.
Yeah. She's running through people's houses and shit. Like she just like
And she's
trying
like
to get away.
she's like screaming. She's like, "Oh my god, someone God help me!" And she's just like, oh, it's like it's so funny, but at the same
Yeah.
time, it's really good, you know.
Oh, I loved every second of it.
And like and like she's like running through backyards, and these kids are fucking like running through fences and fucking like and like
Tearing everything
but
up.
but like the filming like on these scenes are like so sick. Like there's like a shot where I loved where it's like following the kid jumping through the glass door, jumping through the window, and jumping out the other window, and it's just like
Yeah.
it's like so fucking cool, And I thought it was dope. I just thought the filming in this in general was just amazing, But they end up chasing down fucking Gladys and tackling her in the lawn.
Just fucking tear her ass up, dude. Like every body part is just fucking ripped apart.
Yeah, and it's really cool because like it shows like these kids are like they rip her fucking head in half.
Oh, they yeah, every dude is bad.
Like
In
it's
a good
like
in a fun way.
it's like crazy. Like you see like these kids' hands in her jaw and her just fucking face ripping in half.
Oh, dude, I love that. I see. That's the kind of effects I love.
It was cool. It
Yeah.
was really cool. You know, because
So,
like
goodbye, Gladys.
yeah, which you know, of course, now the spell has been broken. You know, and you know Matthew, you know, ends up you know not Matthew Archer ends up finding his son. You know,
Hmm.
Alex gets his family back. You know, I guess you know, kind of, and
Kind
then
of, yeah.
Justine just sees Alex, you know, getting hugged. That's it.
Um, so they kind of reveal they reveal like some of the kids are starting to snap out of it.
Yeah, yeah,
But some of
because
them are still kind of zombified.
yeah, because in the beginning and end of the movie, we have a narrator who narrates the beginning and she narrates the end.
Yeah.
That you know slowly but surely the kids are they're starting to snap back. So that spell must have been wicked strong for them to fucking be that. I mean, I guess they were in their chance for a long time.
Well, I think she was wicked strong because like she can control like 27 kids,
Yeah,
like and adults. Like that's pretty like that's a big chunk of people.
that's
That's a
that
lot of people.
that's
So
gypsy magic right there.
I mean, if she's been doing that for centuries, like she's gotten very good at it.
Yeah, she's powerful. She's a powerful witch, obviously.
So I'm curious in like how like because like you mentioned like the whole like parasites and everything.
Yeah,
So it's like is she really a witch or is she just like a parasite that like can control like through like telepathy or something?
that's a good question. I think she's a gypsy, but obviously she's been around for a long time.
Right.
You know, and
Yeah.
it's like so you know like I think she's just a gypsy witch. You know, straight up like you know she's just been keeping herself young for that long of a time with you know with feeding on people's energy.
Right. I just yeah. I mean, it doesn't really matter like because the movie itself was just so good. Like
Because that's my thing. I don't think she's related to Alex at all. I don't think she's related to her mom or her dad. I just think that fucking she just manipulated her way into the family
yeah, for sure.
somehow and got her way in there. You know,
Yeah. She's
but
been doing it her whole life.
yeah, you know, and like despite the ending being funny, like I saw a lot of people talk shit like, oh, it's a funny movie, and I'm like, oh, it's not really that funny. Just the ending's funny, you know.
Yeah.
But still, like even with the ending being what it was, like you get it. You totally get it. You know.
Yeah.
So it was like it wasn't like comical, fucking like ha ha laugh, but it was just like this is some funny ass shit because now the tables are turned on her. You know.
Yeah.
And,
I just feel like yeah, there's funny elements to it, but it was definitely like it definitely brought fear to it, like because like of how powerful she was
yeah,
and like how like manic these people were when they were under the spell. That like actually made the presence scary because like you saw Marcus, his eyes are bulging out. I'm like, damn, that's like if I saw that shit, some fool running at me like that, I'd be like, oh fuck that, like
yeah. There was a
I'm
lot
gonna
of
have to
fear.
kill a
You
motherfucker.
know,
Yeah,
even
so
even when Paul chasing James. You know.
yeah, it's like crazy looking. So
Correct. I saw someone on Facebook was like, "Oh, it's a horror comedy." I said, "No, it's not, dude." I
yeah,
said,
I wouldn't categorize that as comedy at all.
yeah. Some jackass. I was trolling him. He pissed me off, so I started trolling his ass. But fucking,
There's
he
comedy
just said,
elements, but I wouldn't label it as a
he
comedy.
said so he's all ill. You know, it was funny when the junkies said. I said, "Oh, so you think junkies are funny?" I said, "You think that's a fun?" I said,
Yeah.
you think people with addiction problems is funny?" As I told him, I was like, "You're in hell shit." He's all, "That's not what I said." But like I said, I thought it was good. I mean, I saw this movie twice, and even
Right.
the second time going around, I loved it even better.
Hmm.
You know, I have no complaints about this movie
I
at
don't
all.
either.
I really don't.
This is definitely a modern classic.
This is like it's not. It's rare for me to be like I have no complaints, but like I have nothing bad to say about this movie. I thought it
I
was
don't either.
fucking awesome. It was
From
worth
start
every
to
penny, and I would go see it for a third time.
I'll for sure see it again. Yeah, from start to finish, dude. Like, just it kept me engaged the entire movie.
It did.
Like the way that they told the story was just like fucking chef's kiss.
Yeah.
Like this to me is like a solid five movie.
It was so cool. It was like uh what's that fucking movie? Oh, I can't think of it. It's not Crash, is it? Is it
Might
Crash?
be.
Where it's like different,
Might-
all the different perspectives. But
yeah,
like it was like like just the way it was filmed was fucking beautiful. All the angle shots were amazing, and and you got to see every single person's main character, at least their point of views for it, that all tied into something.
and you know what's nice about like having those point of views too is like it gave every character a little more depth
Yes,
than just being like a straight shot.
yeah, because you're able
And
to
that's
see
and
the
that's what I like because I like character development.
yeah, and you get a lot of character development in this because you could definitely see their strengths and their weaknesses, you
Yeah,
know, and with the way it was done, it felt like natural, like they felt like you people,
yeah,
that you can relate with, and to me, I thought the movie was very relatable with a lot of things going on in it,
hmm yeah,
and and that's what made it good for me is that it's a relatable movie. You can
yeah,
feel the intensity and the pain of the
it's
parents, of the junkie, all of it.
yeah, it's very relatable to me. It was like there was elements of fear, like not like necessarily scary, but like it kind of give you like that moments where you're just like, oh shit, it's just about to get real. And
Yeah,
like this shit's about to get crazy, kind of moments.
yeah,
Which I love. I don't get a lot of those feelings anymore, like with certain movies.
yeah,
Because it's either like brutal or like they try to, but they fall flat.
yeah,
But this one just kept leading up and leading up, and then you're just like, I just love that plateau where it was like, okay, we got the finale, and now shit went even bonkers, but like in a fun way, where it's not too corny.
yeah.
And it was just like,
It
bam,
was,
like ending was perfect too to me. So
it was good.
loved it. I love everything about this movie. This movie is fucking phenomenal.
Yeah. Whatever you hear about it being suck, it's really not. I suggest that you guys go watch Weapons in theaters right now. Because like
Yeah.
it was worth it. You know, like I think this movie is just like a definite 5 star for me. I
Oh
give this
yeah.
movie,
I'll watch it again if anybody wants to go with me.
yeah, I give this 5 stars for sure. And
Um,
who's the real villain? I want to hear what you say.
who is the real villain of this? I haven't been doing this that much recently. Um,
That's why I asked.
who was? Yeah, that's a good question actually. Who was the real villain of this? I'll say one of the villains for sure is Justine because she's a homewrecker. If you think about it, she like made him drink again. She got him
Sounds
killed
like
at the end.
sounds like the last person I would have said. I feel so
And I
bad
mean,
for
she
you.
ruined she ruined that marriage. She fucking had Paul killed at the end.
Yeah, but
You
she
know?
didn't know that fucking Paul lied to her though. Fucking said that they weren't married. She didn't even
Yeah,
know.
yeah, but she like was like very like pushy on like let's have a drink, like
She was
stay with me,
pushy.
blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, she was
Yeah,
pushy. I see
like
if
she
fucking
she so if even if he survived, she like
the
ruined his life.
the real villain was those syringes. No, I'm fucking. I think the real villain is for me was fucking Alex, because Alex is the one who set all those fucking kids up.
Yeah,
Even
but I mean,
even though he
true,
was
true.
even though he was scared into doing it, I mean, like he could have just let that fucking chick die, and it would have
Yeah,
all been
but
over.
but 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 he saw the power that she had of controlling he
Yeah,
didn't want his parents to die,
yeah,
you
which
know.
makes him the real mastermind.
Yeah, right, yeah. Well, I mean, let's just be honest, like those kids were being assholes to him, so like of course he's like, well, fuck those kids. Like I'd rather save my parents than these asshole kids.
I guess that's a good reason. Kids,
Yeah.
kids, if you're watching this,
Stop being assholes.
if you're getting bullied by somebody, it's okay to take their name tags and give them to you and give them to your crazy aunt. Let her,
I
let
second. I
her deal
second
with
it.
it.
Dude, fuck those kids.
But overall, this movie was dope. I
Chef's
cannot
kiss.
wait. I cannot wait to see what his Resident Evil movie looks like. I'm looking
It's
forward
gonna
to
be.
that.
It's gonna be dope.
Yeah.
It has to be dope. All right. Well, that's it for this one, folks. Watch it in theaters, please. Um, great movie.
Check it out, definitely. Most definitely check this movie out.
Also, you can follow me on the IG Cali_DTO or the page, our page, which is under beyond the underscore ether. Um,
You can follow me on Instagram at Bay Area Creep, and that's it.
and then the email
Gmail.com.
is boocrew2025 at Gmail. And I check the socials all the time, so like things are good. We're getting a lot of guests coming up. We're having a lot of fun with this, guys. So just keep stay tuned. Give us suggestions. Yell at us. I don't care. We just want to hear everything.
Yep. Yeah, he'd be on there. He'd be on there talking back. I don't got the
Okay.
time for that right now. So I will. I'll read them, but I ain't
I
gonna
have
write
plenty of
anything.
time. I have too much time.
I ain't gonna write anything back. I'll read your shit, but I'm not gonna comment back. That's for damn sure. I don't
Yeah,
got the time for that noise right now. He does. I don't.
I got plenty of time. So anyway, we'll see you guys. We're dropping this ASAP. So peace out, y'all.
Peace.